Hello guys, so my name is Salwa and today I would like to talk about Flip the Classroom. Since I am trying to start to record and to use my recorder to show you something about this strategy. So I'll start with a question. What is the Flip the Classroom? So, flip the classroom, it is a type of strategy, it is an instructional strategy. It is a type of blended learning that reverse the traditional learning environment. In the traditional classroom, we used to see the teacher just to present information, and the role of the learners are just to receive. So the rule of learner is just a passive one. But in this strategy, we will find that the learner is much more active. This leads us to a question: what is the role of the teacher in this strategy? The role of the teacher here is a facilitator to facilitate the information and to provide with the material that the learner will need to help the learner to get everything about the topic or the concept. And to make sure that the students are getting what they need and that they stay on the task. The role of the learner in this strategy, they have a different role. So they watch the material that the teacher provided them the day before, and on the day of the teaching lesson, they start to discuss, to exercise, to ask questions, to share information, and to apply what they learned. So the responsibility of learning, it is a share between the learner and the teacher. This leads us to come and if we want to make a lesson plan by using this strategy, what should we do or what are the main steps? There are three main steps to create a lesson for by using the flipped classroom. The first one is before, the second one is during, and the third one it should be after. Before the day of teaching, the teacher assigns for the student material. This material, it might be a concept like a map, video, pictures, or any material video the teacher likes to make the student to watch and to prepare them for what they will learn. And the teacher just started to submit this material for the students, give them access online the day before. And then this leads us to the next step, which is during. During this is happens in the day of teaching the lesson. The lesson starts with warm up. It might be a brief video. The teacher may ask some questions to review and then answer the questions. The teacher also gives the students exercises to work in groups or in pairs and to share what they learned. And by this, the teacher makes sure that he checks the understanding of the student. If we come to the last step is after, it happens in the same day of the teaching, that in this step we find that it is time for the assignment to be applied. So the student now or the students will try to apply what they understand and what they got. So this takes many shapes, many activities, many ways of practice. It might start with guided practice and then go to independent practice. But there are like a debate between learners and students, between teachers about this strategy. Is it a good strategy or it is a bad strategy? Can we apply it in our classrooms or it is hard? So some teachers say that it might be hard for them to find appropriate material for their students. And I think it might be difficult or hard to find this material at the beginning, but once we practice it and we use the strategy, the more we use it, the more it might be less difficult. And then some students also, for the learners, they have a problem to get access for the computer or the internet at home. This means that they will not be able to do the before step. And as a result, they will not be able to go through during or after. And for this, the strategy will not work with them. Some students also, because it is a new strategy, they might find that, oh, the teacher is not working, the teacher is not teaching as we expect. We expect that the teacher lecture us in traditional ways. So it might be difficult for or hard for them to accept it at the beginning, but once they get familiar with it, they will accept it. Thank you guys for listening to me. I wish that it might be some help for you. Thank you.